Club. This is actually a really good song. Good morning. Today, we are building an outfit based entirely off of Pink Pony Club by Chappel Roan. Now, the vibe I kind of get from this song is kind of like edgy, but still a little girly. So it's like, oh, you're dancing at the club, but like, I'm getting a very pink vibe from that as well. So that's the kind of look we are going to be going for today. So I've already done my nails for the outfit because it just takes way too long. I don't have that kind of time first thing in the morning. So I done my nails in advance. You can really see that I'm left-handed with the way the dots are so perfect on my right hand and so not perfect on my left hand. But either way, so my nails are done. And we're going to be using similar colours throughout the outfit so that everything gives off the same kind of vibe. Body of the outfit, I'm going very much for like a leather look because I only wear vegan fabrics. So it was very much between this pink leather jacket and this black leather jacket. But then I couldn't find a pink leather skirt anywhere. So I had to suffice with this one. But I'm still, so I decided I'm going to go with the pink jacket because there has to be some pink on the outfit. And then I'm going to be wearing this black top underneath it to accentuate it. So the outfit's on. And now it's time for makeup. So the kind of makeup I'm going for is going to be kind of like a dark, like smoky pink kind of vibe. So we're going to start with some concealer. This concealer they don't actually make anymore, which is kind of a shame because its coverage is so good. Okay, so with the concealer done, we're going to next use a skin tint foundation. This is also by Revolution. So what I love about this song, Pink Pony Club, is that it's just the whole vibe that it gives off is like, well, I have my dreams and I don't want anything to stand in the way of that. So next we're going to be putting on some foundation powder. This is by e.l.f. I love e.l.f. So next we're going to be using this Blur Balm, which is basically a balm instead of like a setting powder. This also comes with its own like puff thingy. I got this also from like another online store called Masquerado, which I think I do also have a discount code for, which again I will link below. And then I heard the whole song on the radio and I was like, oh, this is Pink Pony Club. This is actually a really good song. So this is a highlighter by Mule Makeup Academy. I think that's one of Superdrug's own brands. This is the kind of blush I use when I'm like going for that kind of like a retro vibe, a dark vibe. So the eyeshadow I'm going to be going for today is kind of like a smoky pink kind of vibe. So obviously we start with a primer. Okay, so now we're on to the real stuff for this song, the real vibes. So I've got my silver to black palette. This is Rimmel Scandalized. So I'm going to be using probably this shade of silver here and maybe a bit of black in the corner, and then the pink will come from the eyeshadow palette that I use. This is the shade of pink we'll be starting off with. So that's going to give it like the girly kind of vibe, and I'm going to do like a cat eye, smoky eye, which will give it the edgy kind of vibe. But the edge will really come down to the eyeliner. So I'm going to do like a slightly darker shade of pink to blend in with that. So I'm not going straight from pink to silver. Like I have like a double shade of pink. So it gives it more of like a blend. And now I'm going to go on to the silver. So I'm going to start with this shade here. Okay, so I've done the silver. Now I'm going to do a tiny bit of black in the corner just to give it a little bit more of a smoky look. So the eyeliner I'm going to be using is going to be like a nice thick one to really give it that edge. And then a volume mascara to really complete the look. So lipstick obviously has to be something really, really dark. So this is Maybelline Superstay. Makeup's done, and I put in like a black. It's actually satin, but it does have that kind of leathery look, because real leather or pleather would cause breakages in the hair. So I have to suffice with this. If you've seen my necklace haul videos would know that I don't own so much statement jewelry. So I literally went all over the shops to find one that would really fit the vibe I'm going for. When I found this chain, which I decided was actually perfect. It really gives the whole edgy look. And then we have this purple bangle. I feel like bangles also give kind of a statement edgy look. And then this, which was like a make your own juicy couture situation. And earrings, they just have to be long. So these are actually a birthday present from my husband, and they give kind of like the girly, but because they're long, they look a bit statementy, edgy as well, which is exactly the look I was going for. I'm really loving how this came out, actually. If you love it, drop a like. And then there's one thing we haven't done yet, and that is shoes. So my first choice for shoes were actually these, but I accidentally ordered them in the wrong size, and they didn't have them in my size anyway. So then I got these instead. They're pink cowgirl boots, which I think fit the vibe so much better because of the line "Still Love You" and Tennessee are always in my mind. So this is the look, and these shoes are actually really comfortable, which I'm really happy with. And yeah, what song do you want to see me do next?